Hi, Reggie back speaking about healing America's narratives. And today we're speaking about the not eighth, of the nine traits of America's collective shadow. And that eighth trait, and there's no particular order, but I'm numbering them as I go, is bullying. Um, so in contemporary times, uh, bullying has shown up on a regular basis, especially post World War II in this country. It's shown up earlier as well. But really, since World War II, the United States has behaved as a bully, and certain groups and people within the country have behaved as bullies. Um, so, just as an example, once we became a superpower after World War II, and as that superpower began to emerge more fully, we felt we could wield our power in various ways, especially but not only militarily. We learned the hard way that that doesn't always work in Vietnam, where we thought we could go in and bully another country into adopting our way of life, our system of government, and we failed at that. But currently, we have about 800 military bases around the world. No other country comes close to that. And if China or Russia tried to do the same thing, we'd be very concerned and we would warn them. So that we have this belief that we're the good guys and we can use our wealth and our military power to bully other nations. One example. Okay. A small percentage of men and women in law enforcement use the authentic power invested in them by their locality, to enforce the law, but they use their gun, their badge, their stick, and their fast car to bully other citizens. Now, I want to be really clear that in terms of the law enforcement people that I know personally and those I've experienced, it's a tiny minority of them that do that, but it's done. So it's the abuse of power. Bullying in general is using perceived or real power or strength, and it can be physical power or strength, it can be financial power or strength, it can even be intellectual or emotional power or strength, in order to dominate or humiliate somebody who seems less powerful and less strong. It's not a particularly attractive trait. Many people who don't get involved in other people's lives have a very visceral reaction to seeing somebody bullied. Most of us step in when we see somebody bullied and we try to stop it. It's increasingly more frightening to do that nowadays because of all the guns out there. But there's an inherent part of the vast majority of us who don't like bullying. We don't like being bullied. We don't choose to be bullies, and we try to stop bullying. That said, it goes on all the time. And there's a lot of psychological exploration and investigation into why some people do that. There are actually organizations in place to stop bullying in school. In-person bullying and cyberbullying have become major issues in the United States with both girls and boys. So bullying, using real or just perceived strength to dominate or humiliate somebody else, is the ninth of the 10 traits of America's collective shadow, and something we should work to put an end to. Thank you again, as always, for tuning in, and I'll see you the next time when we'll speak about untrustworthiness as the ninth trait of America's collective shadow.